Welcome to session 3 of phase 3. We're going to be looking at W today together. As usual, we've got our blue slides to start with that give you the confidence to be able to support your child and work with them with their reading. And then the slide colour changes to orange, and that's where we want the child sat with you, working through these slides to try and help develop their learning. It's worth noting that if you think your child sort of already knows W, then that's great. They can still benefit from running through the activities because there's that extra bit of practice. So maybe they've not been, reading a reading book that's at their level. So actually, this will just give them that little practice that they need and move them on. Okay, so as I've said, we're on phase 3. We've done J, V, and W, and it's probably worth sort of talking about a couple of key words that I've used and not really gone into depth, and that's the grapheme, phoneme, or you might hear me say the grapheme phoneme correspondence. So if we think about phoneme, that's the bit that comes out of my mouth. So if I say W, it's come out of my mouth, that's the phoneme. When we think grapheme, it's how do we represent that? So for W, all I need is the letter W. But if you look down on some of the sounds that we will work on in as the days pass by, sometimes the grapheme can contain 2 letters. So if I think about ch as the phoneme coming out of my mouth, the grapheme is made up of the C and the H. Okay, that's the way we print it. As our language is a little bit tricky, we've got more sounds than we've got letters, so we end up having to put the letters together. And then the lovely challenge for children is that there are over 150 different graphemes for the 40-odd phonemes that we say. So that's what makes phonics a little bit tricky for them. But we work through all the main ones in school, the most common ones. Okay. So just like before, the children will do a revisit that I'll click for and then tell them those sounds just to double check they were saying them correctly, making sure they were the pure sounds. We don't want the h on the everything. We don't want k, d, h. We want those pure sounds. So let's go through these one by one. So we should be saying s, j, t, p, v, g, d, n. K, h, f, l, s. Just like usual, we want the children to obviously know those sounds when they see them, but then we want them to be able to do it a little bit quicker, because if we're going to read, we've got to be able to recall sort of 4 of those in less than a second for that sort of speedy, fluent reading that we need. So this time I won't give them any sounds, so you might want to have a practice of the sounds as I click through them. Okay, at that point in the video, we would sort of pause it and have a good sort of high five and celebration with your child. Remember, previously I've talked about have your thing really. What is it that you do every time you finish your speedy sounds? It could be a certain thing that they say, or a certain fist bump, or whatever you're going to create. Just keep it nice and positive and tell them a big well done. And then today's tricky word, we've done he, me, but today let's stay on that sort of same pattern of we, exactly the same. The children know it as but maybe through learning he and me, they're starting to understand that it could make an e sound. And so we will learn we as the tricky word and discuss what makes it tricky. We'll then go in to look at today's GPC. So we've got the letter W there, representing the phoneme W. So I will say W in web, W in wasp, W in window. We wouldn't want children reading those words, obviously, if they were printed, because it's got graphemes that haven't even been taught yet. But they should be getting lots and lots of practice at saying the sound as usual. And then maybe tracing the letter in the air or on the carpet. Or if you've got a whiteboard, pen or something, they can have a go at writing if you want to at a different point. At the minute we're just focusing on the reading. So we'll explore the GPC. We'll move on to remind about blending one of those, so I'll demonstrate how to blend, and they can sort of have a turn as well. And we've got w, I, g, wig. Little reminder about the sound buttons there at the bottom. At the moment we are using single letters, so everything's got a dot. That will change in the videos that I'll do down the line. Sometimes it might be a line because it might be 2 letters making one sound. We can cover that in those videos. This part, you could listen to me obviously go through these slides with your child and sort of following me, or you could just pause it and get them to have a go at doing that blending without having to copy me. If they're struggling one, you could then fast forward to where I say that word and use that to support them. Or if you've got the confidence, you can do my turn, you have a go at doing it, and then it's your turn. So you would go, okay, let's do number 1, my turn, will, your turn, and then they'd have a go at doing what you're doing. And that's a nice way to start with if they are struggling. Some children will just need to crack on, so pause the video and give them a good go at it. We then read for fluency, so we'd pause the video and try and read some of these without the sound buttons, trying to read them without having to blend them all. Nice and positive, super reading, or whatever it is you're going to say, especially if this is sort of like the 3rd video and they've, that you can see signs of progress and things are going in the right direction. Not only praise that they've done the reading well, but children respond well to being praised for the effort that they're putting in. There could be lots of distractions. They're super tempted to go off and do this, that and the other, but they've sat and they're putting some time into their learning. It's also worth recognising that as well. Okay, so the sentence that we'll finish off the session with, you can see that v in there. We've got j in jacket, one of the trickier ones from when we did that, so we're still practicing that. I've tried to get a few sort of W's in the sentences as they go along. So we've got Kevin will win a big jacket. The wet pocket had a cobweb in it. Not sure what I was thinking then, but it's getting them to practice the sounds. And finally, we've got the wicked cat will hit the dog. And you can probably tell from that one I'm a dog fan, not a cat fan. So if you're the opposite way, you might want to swap that around and have a little joke about it. So again, pause, get them to read the sentences, and then a nice big sort of celebration. Okay, following on, again, go back through the video, use the rewind, pause, practice a certain section. You could, if you want to do a little bit of writing on after this one, a bit of a writing challenge. How many j, v, and w words can they think of and write that they've read through these videos? Or you could sort of have jotted them down and you say them and have a go at writing them. But keep on reading to your children as well. Okay, you should have some confidence now and ready to work with your child. So obviously you want to call them over. You do your sort of normal habits that we do before we do this, and we get ready to learn. So here we go, everybody. Let's practice our sounds. I will click 4 and then go through them so you can check if you said them accurately. Are we ready? J, t, p. V, g, d, n. E, o, k. L, s. Okay, well done for reading those nice and clearly and accurately. We're going to try and speed up now because we want to be as fast as a cheetah today. Now, a cheetah, I'm sure, is the fastest land animal. You'll have to check that for me and see how fast he can actually get up to. I wonder if he's faster than Usain Bolt. But you're going to be fast with your sounds today, so let's get ready. I won't be saying them. We're just going to work our way through them all. You say them as soon as they come up on the screen. Let's go super fast. Excellent, super speedy sounds there, really fast. I think you were even faster than that cheetah that was just on the screen. Okay, here's our tricky word for today. We've done he, we've done me, and in session 3 we've got we. Just like before, it's not making the e sound, it's making the e sound. So that's the bit that is tricky for you guys, but I think we can read this word. So this word is we. Can you have a go at reading it? Okay, so can you have 3 more goes at reading it? That's excellent. So our tricky word of the day is we, so look out for that if it might pop up at some point later. Today we've got a bit of a link there because we're learning we, and our grapheme for today is w. So we've got w in web, w in wasp, and w in window. So today's grapheme is w. Can you say w? Okay, can you say it to your hand? Can you say it to the door? Can you say it to the screen? Can you turn to the person near you and say it to those? And can they say it back? And can you say it one more time? W. Excellent. That's today's grapheme. W. Okay, let's blend together. We've got w, I, g, wig. Your turn. Excellent. So super blending. Now let's have a few more words on the screen so we can blend some more. W, I, l. Number one. So we've got w, I, l, will. Your turn. Number two. W, I, n, win. Your turn. Number three. W, a, g, wag. Number four. W, e, b, web. Your turn. Number five. W, I, k, e, d, wicked. That's a hard one, that one. You have a go at that one. Number six. W, a, x, wax. Your turn. Number seven. There's a tricky word. We. Your turn. And number eight. K, o, b, w, e, b. That's a big one. So I'm going to go again. I'm going to go k, o, b, cob, w, e, b, web, cobweb. Your turn. Okay, you've had a practice with me. You might want to pause now and have a few more goes at those until you're really, really confident. If you've had lots of goes at blending, or you've got real confidence at reading those words and fluency, let's have a go at reading them without the sound buttons and reading the word. So you might want to pause the video at this moment so you can have a practice. Guys, what a super job. Excellent reading practice. So I am impressed with your dedication that you are showing towards your reading. That's fabulous work. Let's go on and read some of our sentences. And we've got 3 today, and I've tried to push you a little bit more by popping a few more words in. We might have some of the previously taught graphemes that I've done with you. So we've got j and v hidden in there somewhere. Look out for them. Okay, so pause the video and have a go at reading these sentences. Great work today, everybody. I'm really, really impressed. That's 3 videos done, so you've made a fabulous start with your reading. What super practice you're getting. So yeah, keep using these videos, keep showing that dedication. If you haven't joined our Facebook page yet, please do. I shall share that on our YouTube channel, and actually, to make it easier, on the next video I shall put the link to the Facebook page where you can sort of join and get even more advice from myself or the other people that are on there, all doing a cracking job. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.